we're getting to 3. We're getting 3. I know. Hold on. I want to thank you again on a personal level for all the opportunities you provided to organizations and apparel as well.
Amy and I profoundly appreciate your hospitality and the generosity of this university to us as alumni of Phi Theta Kappa. We both take great pride in the role we played in the founding of this organization, the fruits of which are born with finality today. With sincere appreciation, Paul Fluman will now present us with the Phi Theta Kappa Alumni Medallion.
I really thought we were going to let you walk out here without giving you something.
The problem is I feel like I'm guillotining. These things are so small.
And I have some words. These two have been unbelievable in their dedication to this organization and how they've contributed to us from day one. I knew their reputation when this organization was getting started, so it was hard when we were recruiting by word of mouth exclusively. I know people, but I don't know enough people to really spread the word about this, and I'm not going to send anonymous emails to people. So, to be brutally honest, in April 2014, I'm sitting here at a luncheon for the School of Business. It's actually at Jim Martin's table, and for my accounting instructors over there. Unfortunately, there was an obnoxious person at that table that was not Jim Martin, so I was in a very foul mood when I was introduced to Amy Reinhardt, who was a fellow person on the All-Kansas academic team at that time. Well, Angela Duncan introduced me to her because she wanted me to talk about this project, this alumni chapter. And I missed the cue completely. Blue. I didn't even know what I said. Don't even know what I said. I walked away, was on my way home with my mom, and I started hitting myself, but I actually forgot to mention it. I later found out that I sat in a class with you for 16 weeks that first fall semester, didn't even know you were in there, and forgot. That's the price of sitting in the front row. So, I sat around for the entire time, wishing I had gotten a hold of her. I got a hold of Tina eventually. We started to build a little bit of momentum. Was not going to write an email out of the blue still. So, during that time period, I heard about the Washburn elevator pitch competition. President Farley probably remembers this. I remember seeing on the news and seeing in TK Business Magazine, oh, Kristen Kogel won the Washburn pitch competition. Woohoo! Okay, that's great. I knew she had been inducted into Beta Gamma Sigma. I knew I was familiar with the name, but didn't think anything of it at the time. So, November of 2015, Amy is inducted into Phi Kappa Phi. I'm inducted into Phi Kappa Phi. So I see her there at the ceremony at the president's house, and I take a gulp, go up to her, and I deliver on what I was killing myself over for a year. And thankfully, she was open to the idea of this chapter, and the rest was history. So I really was feeling good about myself. So I went home that night, pulled out my Phi Theta Kappa scholarship banquet from Washburn program a couple of years ago, where all the names of the Phi Theta Kappa scholarship recipients are there. Well, I found my name, I found Amy's name, found Brina Parson, a ton of people who have been part of this organization, the Kemp sisters. And then my heart sank because I saw on that list Kristen Kogel, who was also inducted into Phi Kappa Phi that day. And she was sitting one seat away from Amy on the couch, and I could have approached her and talked to her about this. So I kicked myself about that for 6 more months. I even wrote to you saying, do you know Kristen Kogel very well? Okay, so I'm sitting there, it's April, we have our requisite people in our organization, we're a registered student organization at this point. So April 2016, I'm sitting there getting a cold in the computer lab in the School of Business, minding my own business, and I overheard this conversation about, yeah, I won the School of Business pitch competition for a dental floss dispenser. And so I start getting a heart attack. I said, you have got to be kidding me. Is this going to walk up to you? This opportunity is going to walk up to you now? So I took a deep breath. I said, okay, here goes nothing. 5 minutes later, she was filling out our membership application. So, we owe you so much. And it's the biggest disappointment I'll ever walk away from this university with. is that you guys did not have the opportunity to actually partake as inductees in this ceremony. And it's unfortunate, but I think that you should both be enormously proud of what you've been able to accomplish with this organization. So please give our MCs another applause.
So this concludes our chartering ceremony. So we request that members stay for some quick photos. And then we would specifically request, of course, one photo of specific charter members. And then add in James, our special guest, President Farley. And now we call Tina to adjourn us.
I'm so sad, this is the last time I'll have this.
All right, Phi Theta Kappa of Washburn is officially adjourned.